Wood has an amazing capacity to store the carbon and provide us with a sequestration. This is one of the reasons why we need to use more the wood-like construction material. Cities are built in these two materials, steel and concrete, and they are great materials, but they are also materials with very high energy and very high greenhouse gas emissions in their process. Steel represents about 3% of man's greenhouse gas emissions, and concrete is over 5%. In the project was researched alternative usage of one of the oldest construction materials in the world, wood, by investigating through material prototypes and one-to-one scale demonstrators. The project learned how to design complex geometrical forms and their fabrication. This design created using wooden material was obtained using three different but parametric design methods. The main purpose of this design was to create a new column by using three different parametric design alternatives and potentials and understanding the technical concepts of the methods. A reciprocal frame is a self-supported three-dimensional structure made up of three or more sloping beams, which form a closed circuit. When the elements are put together, they can form a closed reciprocal frame unit called a hand fan. Japanese wood joinery is a craftsmanship technique that involves complicated, interlocking wooden joints that form bonds without the use of nails, screws, or glue. Kengakumo is one of the most significant Japanese figures in modern architecture, who uses this old Japanese technology in his works. Tensegrity is a principle of construction structure from roots and cables, in which the roots work in compression and the cables in tension, and at the same time the roots do not touch each other, but hang in space, and their relative position is fixed by strange cables, as a result of which none of the roots works on bending. Tensegrity was conceptualized during the 1950s by Buckminster Fuller and Kenneth Nelson. An analysis was made of each of three technologies. Experimental models have been made to understand and develop technology. Besides physical models, was used visual programming language like Grasshopper. The first tensegrity layer of 6 elements was attached to the steel base. The second tensegrity layer is clamped to the first layer with steel cables. The third level is bundled in the same way. For structural restraint, each tensegrity layer is twisted in the opposite direction in relation to one layer to another. Wooden beams are attached to the top layer of tensegrity by using reciprocal frame technique. The upper part of the column is fastened with kegumi compounds. During the installation process, one of the cables slipped out and the whole structure sprawled under an oven white. It took 2 days to fix the defects and return the object to the complete stage.
Сладкая, наверное, навстречу.